This call is being recorded.
That's like our slogan now.
I feel like it might have to. That's got to go on a T-shirt too. Then
this call is being recorded.
Yeah.
Where's my
no other context except this call is being recorded.
Yeah. Conspiracy theorists will love it.
Right?
Right.
I feel like we would sell T-shirts just for that alone.
Yeah. New URL, nothing. Just this call is being recorded.
Right.
What'd you eat? What was your food?
Huh? Oh, I just crammed some McNuggets in my mouth. That was it.
Nuggets. I haven't had McDonald's in fucking forever. If I get fast food, I tend to go for Burger King. I'm not sure why.
This was a meal of convenience for me. It was just on my way home.
There's only one of each in my immediate area. There's a McDonald's right up the street. There's a Wendy's by work. There's a Burger King around here somewhere. But it's like they're not all clustered together, which is weird.
That is weird. Like, in Franklin only has one of each too, I guess.
But like, I'm used to seeing there's a McDonald's, and across the street there's a Burger King. Like, that's how it usually is, I feel like. Maybe I'm just thinking of it.
no, because in Whitensville it's like that too. And, let me think, in Franklin, I believe the Wendy's is like just down the street. And then then a little further down the street is Taco Bell. And then on the other side of town, Taco Bell is the superior fast food.
Is this Smash Burger right across the street from work too? I've never been there.
Yeah, we don't have those, so.
Yeah, I don't think so. You guys have Shake Shack would be the closest. So you watched the trailer for...
Do we even have one of those?
Shake Shack?
I watched...
Yeah,
I think the only one that I actually watched was the teaser trailer with Q in it.
Yeah, that's the only one that's been released. Is the one it was released on First Contact Day last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just that one super short one. I'm unbelievably excited.
And oh no, so am I. The trial never ended. Come on, man. What else is Q gonna do?
I was really hoping we'd... Go for it.
I absolutely loved him in The Next Generation, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But even in, was it Voyager? It was Voyager that he was on.
Yeah, I think he was on at least
because I don't believe
Deep Space Nine, too.
I was going to say, I think he made an appearance in Deep Space Nine, too.
He was on Voyager, a few times. And there was, another Q, too. Q2. That was the name of the episode.
Yeah, there was a female Q.
Yeah.
And they were in Voyager. That was the one in Voyager when they were trying to end the Celestial War or whatever it was.
Yeah.
One of probably my favorite Star Trek character ever.
Yeah, no, I fucking love Q. I was really hoping... So I know Harry Mudd has been on Discovery a few times. Rainn Wilson plays him. But I was hoping that we'd see him in the Abrams movies. He's my favorite, recurring character.
Okay.
He was not on nearly
I'm not
as
sure
many
who that is.
As Q. Harry Mudd from the original series. He was basically like a sleazy con man.
Okay.
And he's been on at least a couple episodes of Discovery. Rainn Wilson, Dwight from The Office plays him now.
Okay.
I think Nick Frost would be perfect for him if they were going to do him in the Abrams movies. Speaking of which, rumor is they are doing at least one more movie based on that timeline with like the J.J. Abrams cast.
Oh, good.
Yeah. There is a Star Trek movie. They announced it on First Contact Day. There is a Star Trek movie scheduled for release July 29th, 2023. There are literally zero details about it besides its release date. And there have been rumors for years that there's going to be like a standalone Star Trek movie that's just like it's not based on any of the shows or anything. So this might be it. But Tarantino wrote a Star Trek script that was like specifically written for Chris Pine. So we might see that one too. Mm-hmm. Big stuff happening for
There's a bunny.
I'm still not interested in Discovery. You got a bunny? You got a bunny over there?
There's a bunny across the street from me, and he's just looking at me.
Uh-huh. I made eye contact with a bunny this morning on my walk to work.
That's uncanny.
Not so different, you and I. You got your shirt and your tie, and I got all these fucking markers. John Mulaney.
He's funny, but whatever.
I feel like the one industry that COVID impacted the most, stand-up comedy. Because I'm like itching for some new specials, and there's none on the horizon at all.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of stand-up on Netflix, and there's still...
Yeah, but, like, there's nothing I haven't seen on at least on Netflix.
That's true. I mean, I get it. Comedy specials are rough because, like, they take so long to put together. And then, yeah, you're right. And then it, of course, doesn't help that we've all been locked in our homes for a year now.
Go to
so
comedy shows and shit. I got my my vaccine scheduled for the 25th. I'm going to get that. Get that microchip.
You know what I didn't do yet?
Into my bloodstream. What?
I didn't check the mail yet.
Your package has been delivered. I got an email.
Oh, it has? Then it's probably sitting on my doorstep right now.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to go retrieve it. You hang out with the audience for a second.
Okay. So Fatty and my brother, they went and they moved a desk and a chair and a tote full of comic books that I had at my mother-in-law's house. So when they picked those up, they brought them over to my brother's house. So as a thank you, I sent Fatty what he's got now is a carrying case for all his Magic cards. And then on Wednesday, he'll be receiving what are called Monster Lines.
Okay.
You got your package, sir?
Well, yes.
Yes.
This seems... Well, all right, let's see here.
The audience already knows what it is. So we're all just waiting for you.
Is this some kind of card organizer, sir?
Yes, sir. It holds 2,200 plus cards. I think they're supposed to be
excellent.
accessories and shit. Yeah.
Good. This will help me sort my. This will help me sort my my collection.
Yeah. I was going to
Wonderful,
send you
sir.
like
Thank you.
booster
It
packs,
says-
but on Amazon.
It says warning. It says warning. Keep this bag away from babies and children. I'm gonna go line my kid's crib with this.
Yeah. Do it. Old school.
I don't give a fuck about no kids.
Them. Stop pampering these kids. But I was gonna send you I wanted to send you a bunch of like booster packs, but all I could find on Amazon were like cases of booster packs, which were like $100 plus. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And I also don't know what's significant or what you'd give a shit about, so I figured accessories is the better idea.
Mhm.
So you're getting another package on Wednesday as well.
Is it more card storage?
It's not storage, it's accessories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look cool to me, so hopefully you'll also think they're cool.
I mean, very rarely do we not think the same things are cool, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure whatever it's going to be, I'm going to love it. What the fuck did I do with my thing now? Oh, there it is.
And BJ is already, the chair that you guys moved, BJ has been using to play video games, which I assumed he was going to do.
Yeah, we put the desk in the spare room, and then we moved the chair in, and he was like, "Yep, that's staying right there." Apparently, Melissa's mom gave us one more small box to move
like a
for
box
you,
full of
and apparently
stuff.
it's still in my truck. Yeah, it's in my truck.
I don't even have any idea what's in it. I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, she gave us a bunch of shit, so.
Yeah. You got all my comic books?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, last time Sam came down, she brought all my actual, like, my single issue, like, monthlies. But, like,
yeah,
those trade paperbacks, that's about 3/4 of my collection. So I have a few more here.
Yeah, that's at Will's, and I have a box in my truck still that I will drop off over there probably this week.
Cool. So I had to order this weird USB cable for my external hard drive on my PlayStation because it keeps saying that my hard drive is disconnected. I was able to determine that the problem is not the PlayStation. My PS4 is alive and well. And the problem is not its USB port. But, like, I spent $5 on this cable. And hopefully the problem is the cable. But, like, dude, be careful. Cat is losing his mind. Hopefully the cable is the problem because I don't want to have to buy another hard drive if I'm probably getting a PS5 in like a year or less.
Yeah.
Once they're like readily available without having to like pull all sorts of shenanigans or pay extra money and shit, I'll probably try to put that on.
No, for sure. That's how I feel about the Xbox too. And I know manufacturing is having a problem right now, and I know shipping is a huge issue.
Yeah. Also, there's all sorts of fucking shitty-ass scalpers who are buying up entire stocks at stores and selling them on eBay for like $1,000.
Yeah.
Which is some bullshit. It's some shitty shit.
Yeah, I mean, people suck. No one, everyone sees something cool and is like, how can I rip somebody off with this? And it sucks.
Yeah. So
I say that about the secondary market in Magic all the time.
Yeah. Streaming television news. Kenobi has started filming. It's been in production for at least 2 weeks, I think. Witcher
the
season
Star
2
Wars
has
nerd
wrapped.
in me. Ooh.
Witcher season 2
yeah, we're supposed to get that later this year, aren't we?
Mhm. I'd say probably closer to Christmas.
They said what, late this year or early next year?
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to be early this year, so I would hope late next year. Late this year, rather. And the Friends.
Well, I mean, if they've wrapped and all they have to do is editing and.
Did you hear what I said?
And
about
what?
The Friends reunion. The Friends reunion for HBO Max was wrapped.
Oh my God.
It is unscripted.
I love that show. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's unscripted. It's just like the actors getting together. Were you aware of they did one for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air last year, where they rebuilt the set for the house and got all the actors together to just like reminisce and talk about like making the show.
Mhm.
They did the same thing for Friends. And it's the first time all six of them have been together on television. It's they're friends, like in real life. They get together fairly frequently for like dinner. But this is the first time they've all been together in one big group in front of cameras since the show wrapped.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's exciting. Like, I wouldn't have gotten HBO Max just to watch that, but I'm glad I have HBO Max. It means I can watch that.
Speaking of HBO Max, we are getting closer and closer to Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is next Friday, and I have the day off. I have a long weekend next weekend.
You're
the 23rd through the 26th.
I may take next Friday off just so I can watch it.
I'm pretty excited. I hope it's really bad. I hope it's terrible.
Why would you say something like that?
I feel like it would be cool if it was a really good movie, but it would be even better and more fitting with Mortal Kombat if it were just awful. Just like super cheesy and over the top. I think that would be awesome.
See, I think that I really want to see, like, all right, the guy, the dude, the person that saw Mortal Kombat, young me, would have just absolutely loved to have seen a shot-for-shot remake with updated, with obviously HD, blah, 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 but the updated visual effects, and I feel like that would have been so sufficient. Like, that is what would have made me, like, incredibly happy.
Yeah.
But what I'm expecting out of this movie is just, like, the exact opposite of what you're looking for. Like, you want it to be terrible, I get it, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to see, like, an all-out, no-stops, fucking Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
Like, just
what I am
fucking brutal. What I want to see is, like, brutal fatalities and, like, blood and gore and horrible things.
Yes.
Because I feel like they could fucking kill it with that.
Yeah. It is hard R, so it's going to be pretty gruesome. What I am anticipating is something with, like, the same kind of... This is going to sound weird, and I don't mean it's going to be the same kind of movie, but the same kind of vibe as Power Rangers, like the new Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the thing you remember, but, like, it's got this sort of edge to it. And in this case, it's a ridiculously violent R-rated movie.
Well, that's what Mortal Kombat should be, is a ridiculously violent R-rated movie.
Yeah. And
like, I want to see people get ripped apart.
Yeah.
Good. That is what I expect from this, is, like, parts of it I really hope that I feel a little nauseous at. Like, is that the wrong thing to say about it?
No, I feel like that would be perfectly fitting for Mortal Kombat.
Okay, good.
Concerned parents everywhere
nauseatingly gruesome
this movie.
Yes. Nauseating like nauseating brutality. That is what I want.
Yes. Yes.
I want to have to like pause the movie after a fight and be like, I gotta fucking process that. Like,
did you see this trailer they released for the Suicide Squad?
no.
The new Suicide Squad movie. So I thought of
No.
it when you said you wanted to see someone get ripped in half. There is a scene in the trailer. And the first trailer is a Red Band trailer, and they show King Shark, who is he's a sort of like B-list villain from DC Comics, but his upper body is a giant shark, and he's got legs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got legs and like big muscly arms, but he's a shark. Voiced by Sylvester Stallone. But there's a scene in the trailer where he rips someone in half down the middle. It's gonna be a good movie. It's
okay.
James
I'm about
Gunn
it.
from Guardians. James Gunn directed this one. But
Mm-hmm.
he knows how to do like a really good ensemble.
Yeah, that's true.
It sucks that Will Smith's not coming back, because I thought he was really good in the first one. He was one of the like good things about the first one. There's a few.
Mm.
And I didn't expect him
Will
to
Smith's character in
Deadshot. Will Smith's character in
I mean, I think he nailed it.
Yeah, no, he was amazing. He was, in fact, a little cooler than the character should be, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, it's Will Smith. Anything he does is cool.
Yeah. So I found this podcast. You should check it out. They're like half-hour episodes. You can listen to it while you're driving, like to New Hampshire or something. It is called Hello from the Magic Tavern. It's not new. I am late to the party. Like, this is a well-known podcast. But it's called Hello from the Magic Tavern. And the premise of the show is that this guy, Arnie Niekamp, fell through a dimensional portal in the drive-thru lane behind a Burger King in Chicago. And he ended up in the magical land of Boone, where he now hosts a podcast with a wizard and a shapeshifter who chooses to take the form of a talking badger.
Okay.
It's completely improvised. It's a completely improvised podcast. It is absolutely hilarious. It's just these three people sitting in a bar in this, like, fantasy town doing a podcast. It's hilarious. You should check it out, though. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
And Arnie Niekamp, the host of the show, he is a developer for Jackbox games. So he did like the Jackbox Party Pack and Jack and You Don't Know Jack. And most of the voice actors on the show are the voice actors from those games. And it's sponsored by Cards Against Humanity.
Dude, I love that game.
3 years. It's been running, no, like more like 6 years actually. I think it started in 2015. I'm on episode 60 something. And that was 5 years ago. It's a huge backlog to listen to. I just put it on when I'm at work in the morning. I go into work usually 3 or 4 hours before we open. So I put it on before the store opens, and I listen to it for like 4 hours. A lot of like really admirable pun work.
You're gonna have to text it to me.
Yeah, no, I'll send you a link. Ooh.
So what else is
Anything
new?
fun and exciting in the world of Magic? I keep getting advertisements for the mobile game, the Arena or whatever it's called.
Yeah, they really want people to do that. I won't.
I feel like
I
when
prefer
you see
paper
as
Magic.
many advertisements as I'm seeing, that means it's not doing very well.
I would assume that it isn't. I mean, aside from yeah, you have a chance of getting pulled onto the Pro Tour, and there's invitationals that you can get pulled into, but the Pro Tour doesn't. When it was paper, you had the ability to qualify for invitationals.
Yeah.
Now it's more of a random selection. I mean, you still have to be qualified to do it, but you have to be at a certain level on Arena to be considered, and then the pool of all those players is still really saturated because people grind the shit out of it sometimes. And I mean, I just like to hold the cardboard in my hands. I mean, I know it's not practical, and I know it makes me sound wicked bougie, but
there is a quote from Stan Lee that I really love. And somebody, shortly after the iPad came out, somebody was asking him how he felt about digital comics and how they were starting to get more popular. And he said, comic books are like boobs. They look great on a computer screen, but I'd rather hold one in my hand.
True.
Yeah.
No, it's true. And, I mean, Arena's cool and all. I mean, if you really want to play Magic that bad against other people, then sure, fine, go do it. Have fun.
Yeah.
But you can get just as much enjoyment out of a game of Commander at your local game store, once a week. Play for a few hours, play in a couple of different pods, and get it all out of you. And you have a more satisfying feeling of actually slamming a card down that you need. You know what I mean? And
yeah, you get to look
the
in
physical
the eye,
action of the game itself.
Life.
Yeah, you can watch the hope leave their eyes, and that satisfying. When you make someone across the table from you go, man. Yeah, no. I know it hurts, but it feels so good, doesn't it?
So you know how a while back I told you that we did the most adult purchase we've ever made, and we bought this gorgeous sectional couch?
Uh-huh.
So due to COVID, deliveries have to be done in a specific way, so they're kind of backed up. So they told us when we bought the couch that it could be 6 to 8 weeks before we got the couch. Well, sir, the time is upon us, and I received my couch on Wednesday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. And I am so fucking excited. Tomorrow night before bed, we're going to destroy this couch. We're going to kick the shit out of it and then put it in the trash.
So you haven't put it together yet, and you got it last Wednesday?
No, we get it this Wednesday. It's being delivered and assembled.
Oh, you're getting it this Wednesday between 10 and 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's being delivered. I assembled it sometime last week. I think Wednesday between 10 and 1. I put it together back then, and I'm gonna sit on it this week.
See, no, that's what I thought you said, and I was like, wait, what? Why does my brain hurt so bad? He's got it assembled and he's not on it now?
I switched shifts with somebody at work so I could be certain that I would be home all day to receive the couch.
I mean, as someone that delivered furniture, don't expect it to be there between 10 and 1.
Oh, no.
I expect it to be there between, be there. It'll be there around, yeah. At the absolute earliest, you'll get it around 1.
Yeah.
And I mean around 1.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got the whole day off. I've been raving about this.
Hey man, we were wondering. Yeah. My favorite part about it. Like, hey man, do you think maybe we could schedule you for another day? No. Drop my shit off.
Give me my fucking couch. So Melissa, she told me they reached out to her to schedule a date, and the only available, the earliest available day was the 14th. And I didn't have the day off. So I said, just schedule it. If I have to, I'll call out sick to receive this fucking couch.
It is important to have places to sit.
Yeah.
Wow. Why was that so difficult for me to put together?
This couch we have is just such a garbage couch. It's such a piece of shit. Thought about selling it.
You're a garbage couch. Fuck you.
I would feel insincere selling someone this couch, accepting money for this piece of garbage couch. To get anything from someone for this couch, I would have to deceive them because it's such a bad couch.
What, are you just gonna heave it off your balcony and watch it fall apart?
We're gonna break it into pieces, and then we're gonna haul it out to the dumpster. We're on the first floor, so hucking it off the balcony is just gonna fuck up the bushes.
True.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a fucked up bush.
Indeed.
Anyway. Fucking no. New standard set is coming out, Strixhaven.
Okay.
It's got some there's a whole bunch of new altar set cards, shit, I can't remember what they're called now, archive spells or something like that. It's got a special border on it, a special art, and it's reprints of older cards. I don't know if they're going to be standard legal. I think I have to check the rules on them. I don't think that they are. But if they are, yeah, no, there's a Demonic Tutor in it, and I don't know if Demonic Tutor is actually being reprinted in Strixhaven. I'm a terrible Magic player. If I have, I don't know, man, I just haven't been paying attention to it. Obviously, I'll look more into it as the release date approaches. I think pre-release weekend is at the end of April, I think. And that's when you can get the new Commander product, and there are some cards in this new set that I'm interested in that are going to, break a couple of my decks, I think, and that those special border cards are something I'm after. But there are showcase cards in Japan that are being released, Japanese showcase ones. There's the Demonic Tutor in there is a demon splashed with that red and white rising sun flag.
Yeah.
And there's a demon standing there, and I forget if he's standing in front of somebody or if he's holding something. But in Japanese, with the mana symbol, it's just Demonic Tutor, but it's all in Japanese, and it is badass looking. And my wallet screamed out in pain as soon as I saw it. So I'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah. You see that? Your what?
They released a
trailer for Space Jam 2.
I'm still upset that they're doing that.
Why though?
I mean, they didn't have to.
No, they didn't have to make Space Jam.
Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to see it.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
But
LeBron James looks like he might actually be able to act, which gives him one thing that he has above Michael Jordan. Looks like LeBron James can act.
Oh boy.
But it's like crazy.
Boy.
All the comments I saw at first were like this looks really terrible, and like, of course it looks terrible. It's Space Jam 2. You expecting it to not be terrible? It's a Looney Tune. Looney Tunes don't have to be good; they just have to be Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the title. It's Looney. Like, come on.
Yeah. You're gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me that Space Jam was a good movie? I love Space Jam. Okay. Space Jam is a great movie.
You've heard it.
It's not a good movie.
You've heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team. That doesn't even rhyme, bro. You have failed. Why would you? They call people the Dream Team because it rhymes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, you can't with all straight-facedness say it was a good movie. What I would like to see is a follow-up to The Fifth Element.
That could be cool. So Luc Besson, he did another movie in that same style, Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, I think it's called. And it's like got the same vibe, it's got the same look, it's the same director. Didn't do very well in theaters, but neither did The Fifth Element. But it's like a spiritual sequel.
Yeah, dude,
it's based on a comic book that existed.
I wanted to see that. Is that on any streaming services?
Let's find out. I feel like there's a decent chance it's on HBO Max. Valerian. City of 1,000 Planets. It is on Hulu with a premium subscription. What does that mean? I pay for Hulu. Is that a premium subscription?
Say what?
Laptop and check it out. It's on Hulu. It says premium subscription.
Oh, bullshit. That means you have to pay for it.
I already paid for Hulu.
Pay more.
Yeah, I'm wondering if premium subscription is like extra. Laptop's just not installed. Oh, I changed the password on it. Never mind. It's on Hulu. And if it's not on the Hulu you have the subscription for, then you gotta pay for it somewhere. That's the answer to the question. Sonic the Hedgehog's up on Prime. I'm thinking about watching that tomorrow.
Yeah, you let me know how that goes for you. I gotta get my mom has Prime, so I think I'm just gonna snatch her fucking passwords and shit.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
And just be like, cool, now I can watch cool stuff. Because she has my Disney Plus nonsense, and yeah, she watched The Mandalorian, some of it. She's actually recovering from surgery right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she had that shoulder replacement.
Oh wow, she's doing good though.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She said the pain sucks, but other than that, she's in good spirits and shit. So
Good.
she's just chilling on the couch watching old Western movies with my dad.
Nice. Mandalorian fits right in there.
And I said to her, I was like, that my dad like just started watching Star Wars and has told me that he liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I want her to like, because now she can be like, I'm sick and I want to watch Star Wars, and like now he has to.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna hate the first 3 episodes though, and I mean hate them.
Like the prequels.
Yeah, he's gonna hate them.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't expect a casual Star Wars fan to appreciate the prequels on any sort of level. You can't expect an average human being to appreciate the prequels on any sort of level.
Yeah, it's true. You have to be like hard over Star Wars for it.
Yeah.
Because those, I mean, they could have done all those in 2 movies. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they had 2 movies and they spaced one out.
If it were a long movie, could have done them in 1 movie. I say a 3-hour movie, have episode 1 and 2 be a prologue to episode 3.
I don't know. I think 3 hours is still too short. If you wanted to do it in 1 movie, it would. I feel like 4 hours.
Yeah, you got to Snyder cut it.
Like, yeah, it's got to be a 4. I don't know about that.
Star Wars. That's our next hashtag. Snyder cut Star Wars. No, he doesn't have the right kind of vision for Star Wars.
No, yeah. Like a 4-hour Infinity War I'd watch.
Yeah. Well, 4-hour Infinity War is already like a 6-hour Infinity War. You just stitch it together with Endgame.
True.
Yeah. You ever get around to watching Justice League? Or did you get distracted by big monsters?
Oh, I definitely got distracted by big monsters.
Have you watched Godzilla?
That movie was so good. That movie was so good. Have you seen it yet?
Not yet, no. I want to watch the other one first. And I gotta carve out the time to do so and be like paying.
Oh my God. How have you not watched them all?
I've only seen the first Godzilla.
I'm sorry. Michael, the second Godzilla movie is so good.
So you told me.
Okay, it's so good.
Yeah. I've been working my way through the DC
and this last one,
universe.
I loved it. Huh?
Yeah. Working my way through the DC animated universe, which is a series of 15 animated movies that tie together like the Marvel universe, post-credit scenes and everything. They're pretty bad, if we're being honest. Like, the animation is cool. Alan Tudyk is the voice of Superman, and he's good. And the guy who played Simon on Firefly, he is the voice of Nightwing, and he's pretty good. But apart from that, they've got this like all-star voice cast just giving the worst performance of their entire career. With the exception,
well, that's a damn shame.
Also the exception of Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern. And he's been doing that role for years, so he's got it. He's got it down. But yeah, I'm like 5 movies into this 15-movie series. Next up is Justice League versus Teen Titans and Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. They've got the Superman, Death of Superman, and that whole series is crammed into here. They've got Damian Wayne in there. They seem to, in this series, they don't have... Damian Wayne is Bruce Wayne's son with Talia al Ghul.
Yeah. And
he is...
Okay.
I don't know if he's the current Robin right now in the comics, but he's the most recent Robin that I knew. It's a Batman sidekick trained by the League of Assassins.
Okay.
There was a short period in the comics where Bruce Wayne was quote unquote dead. He had been killed by Darkseid. And in his absence, Dick Grayson took over as Batman. So it was Dick Grayson as Batman and Damian Wayne as Robin. And there was one cover for one of the comics. There's that classic, the Batman pose with the crossed arms and Robin with his like one fist in his hand, like he's just like punched his palm to show a tough guy. You know the pose I'm describing. But it's got Batman doing that and Robin doing like the classic Batman pose. And I thought that was a really clever cover. I really liked Dick Grayson as Batman. I guess a lot of people didn't, but I was a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, comic books just aren't my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, like, this is going to make me sound real stupid, but, like, I just don't like reading. Like, I know that's I'm sorry. It's the truth. I read manuals all day long. I don't want to read books, okay? I just don't want to do it.
It's not a relaxing activity for me.
No, relaxing activities for me include sitting in front of my TV watching endless amounts of television or movies.
Yeah. When I first started watching Game of Thrones, a friend at work told me that I should read the books. And I go, I've seen those books. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I've seen those books. Like, I mean, if I was still,
you are kidding
like,
yourself if you think I'm going to read a Game of Thrones.
Yeah. If I was still, like, trucking, like, going back and forth between New York every day, then, yeah, I'd do that. I would, like, listen to audiobooks. But
audiobooks, yeah. I can't get into audiobooks. It doesn't feel right to me. Like, I listen to podcasts, but there's, like, virtually no difference. So I'm not sure what my issue is, but I can't do audiobooks.
Bro, I feel like, all right, audiobooks are the way okay, books in general. Let's start with books in general. When you read a book, you interpret it in your own way, and it is truly unique to you. That's why books are so liberating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you imprint yourself into the book, and that's what generates the character in your mind and how the character sounds, looks, acts, so on and so forth, is all you. So when you hear someone else say it back to you, it's not right.
Yeah.
It could be a beautiful reading of whatever it is. It could be a perfect, spot-on reading. But it's not. That's not how that character should sound. He should sound like this.
Yeah. Here's one thing.
That's why, like.
So, you know.
That's.
No, go ahead. That's why what? I feel like we're
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter. I read the books. The first one, it was 5 books in when they released the first movie, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't read any of the books until after the movies started coming out.
All right. Well, I'm going to say I had read at least 5 of them before the movies came out, and when they released it, I said, fuck them all if they don't make them just the way they're supposed to make them. Mm-hmm. And, like, I feel like everyone going into that movie felt that.
Yeah.
So,
like, I don't have the same love for Harry Potter that, like, my wife does, because Melissa is a Potterhead.
Yeah.
She is the Potter kid. But, and she loves the books, she loves the movies. She could take or leave Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts to her is like Clone Wars to us. Like, it's cool that it exists, but she's not interested. But like
that
the
is
impression
probably
I get is
that might have been the most apt description of that I've ever
it's
heard.
cool that it exists, but she's not interested. So like the general consensus seems to be that the movies were done fairly well, except for the second one. I want to say was kind of lazy. But like the rest of them were a pretty good adaptation from what I understand. Like I've read the books, but I don't have I didn't imprint them in my brain. It's not the kind of thing where I could be sitting there like that's wrong. It's not like leaving Tom Bombadil out of Lord of the Rings.
That's true. I guess the example
wasn't
Tom
really Bombadil's not in Lord of the Rings. Oh. I watched.
But yeah, that's kind. That movie's pretty good.
It was pretty good. Like as a sequel, it was pretty good. I really love Josh Brolin. Might be coming back along with Ryan Reynolds to play Cable. He might also be coming back as Thanos. Probably like flashback sequences for the Eternals because he's like tied to their origins.
Mhm.
But Josh Brolin would appear to be playing two roles in the MCU. I never noticed before, there is a moment in Deadpool 2 where he straight up calls Cable Thanos. Just calls him Thanos.
When was that?
They're at some point they're standing outside the school, I think. I can't even remember the line. It pinged in my brain that he called him Thanos when it didn't register to me when I saw it in theaters.
I'm gonna have to watch it again now.
Those movies I made sure to own those on Blu-ray. Like there aren't a lot of movies I'll go out of my way to buy anymore. Yeah, but I've got those on Blu-ray. I've got Ted, but not Ted 2, and I'm glad I have Ted. Batman movies.
Yeah, Ted 2 was definitely.
Batman standalone movies, not like Batman versus Superman or Justice League.
No, I know what you mean.
The Batman is
the one with what's his face in it?
Pattinson. Yeah. That has wrapped. It looks like Adam Driver might be in consideration to play Lex Luthor in like the Joker universe of movies.
I don't know how I feel about that.
In the universe that Joaquin Phoenix exists as the Joker, we'll also have Adam Driver as Lex Luthor. It could be good. I don't know. I was optimistic about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, and he was a disappointment.
You know what I just watched that had it was Jesse Eisenberg in it. And I often forget that Jesse Eisenberg was in Zombieland.
Yeah.
As an action star doing non-actiony things. Oh shit, now I can't remember the name of the movie.
American Ultra?
Yes! Sorry.
I haven't seen that yet, but I know it was like a Jesse Eisenberg action movie.
It's fucking awesome, Mike.
It looked really good.
I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
What a great title, too. American.
Like, I really didn't think I didn't think he could pull it off, dude, but he fucking kills in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. He's a good actor. He is a weird little dude. Like, in real life, he's a strange
He's
guy.
a weird guy, but yeah, no, but he can fucking act, man.
Yeah. He reminds me of the kind of personality that Jim Carrey has in real life, except that Jesse Eisenberg isn't funny. he's not a funny person. Like, he can act funny, he can do comedy just fine, but as a human being, he is not a funny guy. So, like, take the comedy out of Jim Carrey, but keep that, like, bombastic, like, weird artist personality, and you've got Jesse Eisenberg.
Hmm.
He's an actor.
Fair assessment. I am an actor.
Performer. He's the kind of dude who, if James Lipton weren't dead, he would be on Inside the Actors Studio. Oh, there is a huge fan push to have LeVar Burton host Jeopardy. Like, be the new permanent host of Jeopardy.
I heard about this, and I fully support it.
I hope the fans can make it happen. It's like, if the internet is teaching us one thing over the last few years, it started with Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody said, get rid of that fucking nightmare hedgehog and give us a real Sonic, and they did. Then everybody said, fucking show us the real Justice League. We know this Whedon shit is bullshit. And now everybody's saying, give us LeVar Burton on Jeopardy. This is a reasonable ask. And it makes sense.
That's very true.
It's not
he'd do fine.
It's not like Restore the Snyderverse, which would take hundreds upon millions, if not billions of dollars to actually, like, recourse the entire DC extended universe. This is just, like, give LeVar Burton a job hosting Jeopardy. A host job isn't that expensive for a network. And, like, LeVar Burton's floating on Star Trek money. He doesn't need a big paycheck. I hope we see Geordie LaForge in season 2 of Picard. I was really disappointed we didn't see Geordie LaForge. A story centering on Data, Geordie LaForge's best friend, and we didn't see Geordie LaForge.
Well, wait a minute. I'm going to ask a dumb question.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've probably already answered it in my mind.
Okay, I can't wait.
We still have yet to see Data functional in Picard, correct?
Correct. So we saw B4's remains, and Data only existed, like, in the cloud, basically. He was just Data, literally Data. Not his name, Data.
Yeah.
And when Picard walked out of that room at the end of the finale, spoiler alert, everybody, but you should have watched fucking Picard by now, if you care. But when Picard walked out of that room after sitting and talking with Data at the end of the finale, Data's dead now. Data is gone. That was the end of his story.
See, that's what I thought. I thought, like,
Brett
that's what I was.
Spiner was on Picard. He played Noonien Soon's, like, son, I think, like actual biological son, not robotic son. It was so good. It was better than I ever expected it to be, Picard. It was so fucking good. And I don't know that they could replicate that success with anyone but Patrick Stewart. Like, I'm excited for the inevitable spin-off with Jerry Ryan as Seven of Nine. I'm excited for that. That's going to be good if it's the same showrunners and the same, this, like, gritty Star Trek universe they've created. But, like, no way it could have been as successful with anybody but Patrick Stewart. He was so fucking good.
I completely agree. I mean, obviously getting to see Will Riker and fucking Deanna Troi, that was great.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to see them. I'm really hoping we get to see Crusher and we get to see Geordie LaForge. Worf, that would be cool. That would be a nice extra. But
that whole series, or that whole first season, was just a lovely romp down memory lane.
Yeah. I got
and I
the next
like
2 days off. I think I'm gonna watch Star Trek movies while I do stuff around the house the next couple of days. I'm gonna put on the Next Generation movies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever seen them.
Really? So Generations was really good if you love like the cheesy 90s-ness of the Next Generation. Generations was really good. First Contact is legitimately one of the best Star Trek movies. Like maybe like next to Wrath of Khan, and to me, Undiscovered Country is my favorite. But First Contact is a really, really good movie. Directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not you didn't do the original series when you did all your stuff?
No, I didn't.
Did you do Enterprise?
Most of it, yes. I haven't quite finished it yet.
I love Enterprise, and this is a controversial opinion, but I love the last season of Enterprise the most. Where they knew they were canceled, they knew they weren't going to get another season, so they crammed in as much fucking fan service as possible. They had like an extended story arc about a ancestor of Noonien Soong being responsible for both the what were they called? Whatever Khan was. Khan was like he was like a super soldier kind of thing. But he was responsible for not only them, but also the disease that explains why Klingons had smooth heads in the original series and ridged heads in everything else.
Huh.
And then Discovery decided, fuck that. Just forget about it. Which is a point against Discovery to me.
I mean, I think I'm going to give it a try.
Discovery?
Because, I mean, yeah.
So that's a big pain in the ass, because here's the deal, is that CBS All Access is dead now. Like, that's gone. They killed it. And it's Paramount Plus now.
Mm-hmm.
Is the only place to watch Star Trek. So that's a whole nother subscription. But here's the deal. You got my HBO Max deets. If you get yourself Paramount Plus and give me those deets, we're living like a symbiotic relationship here.
How much is Paramount Plus?
I don't know. Probably like $7.99 a month. Look it up.
I'll think about it.
Think about it. Daniel will probably get it, though. Or Fubar.
True.
No chance Fubar's not going to watch some Star Trek. Paramount Plus price is $5.99 a month.
I mean,
with commercials, fuck. $5.99 a month for commercials. $9.99 a month commercial free. Commercials? You're gonna make me pay for a streaming service and show me commercials. This is Hulu. Hulu is what it is.
I mean,
I remember when there was like a rumor that Netflix might start running some commercials, maybe. And people were like, fuck that, just charge me more. And they did.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, what is it now? $10 a month? I have the max screens because everybody's like, I have the family Netflix. Melissa's sister uses our Netflix. Daniel uses our Netflix. Our Netflix is the community Netflix. Like, there's one in every family. They have the community Netflix. But we've got all the screens. So I think it's like $14 a month.
My Netflix My Netflix is our community Netflix. My Nana's on it. My mom's on it. Dad. All of them.
Yeah. That is the one thing where all these streaming services have the leg up on cable. It's like I can't have a cable subscription and give like my mom access to it. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's like I have Netflix, and my brother and sister-in-law 1,000 miles away also have Netflix because of me, because of my subscription.
Yep. Oh no.
That's
careful. Now Netflix knows what we're doing.
Well, Netflix already tried to take this one to court, and I think the official settlement was that if somebody is paying for Netflix and is paying for access to these screens, they can give their information to whoever the fuck they want to. I think up to this many people. So I've got 4 users and I pay for 4 screens, which is the max you can pay for.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny that they would even try to take it to court.
Right? It's like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Netflix. I don't even think Disney has that kind of limitation, or HBO or Hulu. I don't think there are those kind of like limitations on these things to them. Just Netflix. They think because they were first.
Yeah,
Did
well,
you watch
tough
the
shit.
last Blockbuster on Netflix, by the way?
No.
The documentary on Netflix, it's about the last standing Blockbuster, the only one that's left open. And just Blockbuster in general. And it's a good time. Kevin Smith's in it. Doug Benson's in it. Do you know Doug Benson?
Yeah.
From Super High Me. But Doug Benson is in it, and he actually goes to visit the Blockbuster and gets himself a Blockbuster card. They still do, like, the laminated Blockbuster cards for their people.
Where is it?
Minnesota, I think.
Why?
Because they don't want to close. And they show in the documentary this woman there's a specific day of the week that new movies come out on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. It's like it's Wednesday for comic books and Thursday for video games. And I think it's Mondays or Tuesdays new Blu-rays come out. Like not exclusively, but most of the releases. But it's one day, it shows the lady, she's the manager of the store, and she's at a Target, and she's just buying stacks of the new Blu-ray releases to take back to Blockbuster and rent out at the store. Because there's no distribution center. Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore. This is the only store. It's a real place that actually exists in the year 2021 AD.
Okay, fine. I get that. Yeah, it's real. Okay, fine. But how do they make any money?
So they do have like people who come in and rent Blu-rays and stuff. I assume mostly older people. Like there were younger people in the documentary, but I figure they came in because they saw the cameras. They wanted to be on this documentary. But I assume it's mostly like people who are like 40 plus. And they go in and they rent Blu-rays. But also they sell like t-shirts. There's a Blockbuster card game. There's like memorabilia and stuff. So a lot of their sales are like collectibles. But they do still rent movies. And I got the
right.
distinct impression that they are barely staying open. Like, they're not really doing well. But you should definitely watch it. It's a really good documentary. It's the kind of thing, just sit back, smoke yourself a tobacco cigarette, and just like chill out with Blockbuster.
Mhm. Maybe I'll go do that now.
Yeah. What's crazy is that this is a Netflix original documentary. Netflix offered to sell their company to Blockbuster before Blockbuster went under, and then Blockbuster went under, and Blockbuster turned it down, and Netflix destroyed them. Not on purpose, but Netflix took the high ground over Blockbuster, and now they own their documentary. But yeah, it's a good one. You should definitely go watch it.
I feel like that's a big giant fuck you to Blockbuster.
Right. So
that's what that really feels like to me.
We're pushing
an
hour 15. So next, let me check my calendar. Next week, there's like a special occasion, like some special day. April 22nd, 4/22 is Earth Day, and I'm thinking, I don't know, we're gonna have to get together earlier than that. So maybe April 20th, maybe 4/20. Is there anything happening on April the 20th?
Hold on. I also need to check my calendar to see if.
So I know that I am working until 9 p.m. on April the 20th. So we would have to. Do it till pretty late. But considering how special Earth Day is to us, I think we should definitely do a live episode, an early Earth Day spectacular, like in years past.
I'm like dying on the inside trying to play this straight.
The 21st is Loki's first birthday.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
21 birthday.
That sounds. We know obviously how special Earth Day is to us.
Yeah.
Just as special is Loki's first birthday.
Our early Earth Day spectacular. So I think it's safe to tell the viewers, safe to tell the listeners at home, that we will be going live on April the 20th for our annual early Earth Day spectacular. We'll try and arrange.
Yes.
Well, so if we're going live, I don't know that we can have a guest. But if I can figure out how to have a guest, and I'll look into it, then we'll probably try to arrange having a guest with us for the early Earth Day spectacular. But we'll go ahead and
because we've always had guests for Earth Day.
Yeah. I think with maybe one exception, which I have tracked down on the internet and will likely be uploading early next week. We have a past Earth Day spectacular. I believe the 2017 Earth Day spectacular.
I love how we're just throwing in gapped information to people. Here you go. This is from 2017. Enjoy.
Yeah, well, this is what I could recover. I am trying to assemble it in one place for posterity. So yeah, we'll be
all
going
the times
live.
We got dicked around by
next Thursday at 9. The Thursday is the 22nd. That's Thursday itself. Next Tuesday. 1 week and 1 day from today, 1 week from when you at home have access to this podcast. And we'll go live to celebrate Earth Day.
Yes.
celebrate
Birthday.
leaves and anything that might be green. We're doing
Stop it, I can't do it anymore.
Oh. 1 year I think it was a Patriots.
Stop it, I can't keep my composure anymore. I can't do it.
We're funny people. And this
I
is
mean,
portion of the show. We're
yeah,
pat
sort
ourselves
of.
on the back.
Oh my God. No, we're excellent. We're the best.
We are.
Everybody reach on back. Give yourself a good pat.
Yep. Just give it a good solid full palm right on the back. It has been a pleasure as always, Daddy. It's been nice to interact with you over the phone from 1,000 miles away. Next time
there's
we see
always
each other,
that.
I don't know about you, but I, sir, will be vaccinated. Got to get that herd immunity, son.
I am almost certain that I am already immune to it.
Do you think you had it?
I think I had it in early January.
I'm pretty sure I had it back February 2020. Like before we really knew about it.
I got mine
I was pretty sick.
Yeah, because just before we really knew about it, I was really sick too.
Yeah.
And then the new kid got exposed to it, and it got circulated through the shop.
Okay.
He went down. One of our mechanics went down, and I sat right next to this kid like during his incubation period, and nothing.
Oh.
Like we were next to each other. Like for the whole week before he figured out that he lost his sense of taste and smell. The whole week, dude.
Yeah.
Prolonged exposure, so on and so forth. Nothing.
So here's the deal, is that for some people, it seems like there's entirely a chance that you've had it, you didn't experience any symptoms, and you're fine now. For some people, there's a very unlikely chance that they could pick it up again, but there is no medical research to support the idea that you are immune just because you have it. So it is a good idea.
No, that's true. That's true. No.
To get the vaccine.
If I am eligible, I am going to get
podcast
vaccinated.
that cares. Yeah.
It depends. It just depends on like if I can find the time to do it, really, because like we're in the busy season now.
Yeah, true.
And I work 6 days a week. I work 6 days a week through this kind of season.
So when I was going to schedule mine, the only available appointments were on Sundays. So like you're getting all the
I have
all
things
the
I like
old
to
folks
do
and people like old folks and stuff. They're all getting like the weekdays, which is good. That's when they have time. They can get out there, get them all vaccinated, and then like you're working stiffs like you and me. We can find those Sunday appointments. Yeah. Well, good luck getting yourself.
I don't know, man.
5G microchips. And
and you know what? Everyone said. All right, man.
Everyone say what?
To the people that say, "Oh, well, it's microchips and they're going to track us." Like, yeah, you got a cell phone. If you have a bank account, they know where you are. If you have a job, they know where you are.
Tracked actively at every moment of every day.
Yeah, there's no way if someone wanted it.
You chose it.
Mhm. That's what I say to everybody that's like, "Oh, well," and I'm like, but.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. We willingly track ourselves every single day. You and I are doing it on this phone call. There is an NSA agent listening to us right now that's like, I can't believe these guys aren't famous yet.
NSA, CIA, KGB, all three of them are sitting around listening to this podcast live every time we do it. You guys only get to listen to it live sometimes. But the NSA, the CIA, and the KGB, they're all listening to us right now, actively.
Yep.
Yeah. What up, Vlad?
Well, at least we know we have 3 fans.
Yeah. Putin loves us.
And you guys are the real OGs. Oh, crap. Now we've said names out loud. Now we're in real trouble.
Putin doesn't care who says his name. Putin's not afraid of shit.
That's very true.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I will talk to you later.
I will talk to you. I will speak to you voice to voice on Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon.
Yep. For our early Earth Day Spectacular, where we celebrate all things Earth and green.
Yeah. All right, sir. I love you.
Good day, Internet. Love you too, bud.